Cats have an instinctive behavior of burying their poop, a habit that is deeply rooted in their evolutionary history and survival instincts. This behavior, commonly observed in domestic cats, is not just about cleanliness but also serves multiple biological and territorial purposes. It is a trait inherited from their wild ancestors, where covering waste was a crucial survival tactic that helped them avoid predators, establish dominance, and maintain hygiene in their environment. One of the primary reasons cats bury their feces is to avoid detection by predators. In the wild, small cats such as the African wildcat, Felis libica, which is the ancestor of domestic cats, needed to stay hidden from larger predators like hyenas, leopards, and lions. These wild cats were both predators and prey, meaning they had to hunt for food while also ensuring they were not hunted themselves. The scent of feces can attract larger predators, so burying waste helped wild cats conceal their presence and reduce the risk of being tracked. This instinct remains strong in domestic cats, even though they live in a safe and controlled environment with no natural predators. Another important reason for this behavior is related to territorial marking. In the wild, dominant cats, such as lions, tigers, or large male leopards, do not bury their feces because they use it as a way to mark their territory and assert dominance. The scent of uncovered feces signals to other animals that a dominant cat occupies the area and that it should not be challenged. On the other hand, subordinate or smaller cats bury their feces to avoid confrontation with dominant individuals. Domestic cats have retained this instinct, and many pet cats bury their waste as a sign of submission, acknowledging their human owners as the dominant figures in their environment. This is why some domestic cats, especially those that feel particularly confident or territorial, may leave their feces uncovered as a form of marking, signaling a strong sense of ownership over their space. Hygiene and disease prevention also play a role in why cats bury their poop. By covering their waste, cats reduce the chances of attracting flies, parasites, and bacteria that could pose health risks to themselves and others in their territory. This behavior helps maintain a cleaner environment and minimizes the spread of diseases. In multi-cat households or in areas where feral cats live in close proximity, burying waste helps prevent the transmission of parasites and infections that could spread through contaminated feces. The type of substrate available also influences whether or not a cat buries its waste. In the wild, cats prefer soft, loose soil or sand to dig and cover their feces efficiently. Domestic cats exhibit the same preference and are more likely to bury their poop in litter that mimics natural soil conditions, such as fine-grained, clumping litter. If a cat finds the litter box's texture uncomfortable or if the substrate is too rough, scented, or non-absorbent, it may choose not to bury its waste. Some cats also refuse to use a litter box that is too dirty, as a strong smell of accumulated waste can make them feel exposed and vulnerable, discouraging their natural burying instinct. Kittens learn this behavior from their mothers. When kittens are very young, their mother stimulates them to eliminate waste by licking them. As they grow, they observe their mother using the litter area and instinctively begin to mimic her actions, learning to dig, eliminate, and then cover their waste. This behavior is so deeply ingrained that even orphan kittens, who have never seen an adult cat bury waste, will often exhibit the instinct to cover their feces once they are old enough to use a litter box. Some cats may occasionally stop burying their feces, and this can be influenced by several factors. If a cat suddenly stops covering its waste, it may be experiencing stress, anxiety, or territorial insecurity. Changes in the household, such as a new pet, a new family member, or a relocation, can affect a cat's behavior and make it feel the need to assert its presence more strongly by leaving feces uncovered. Medical issues such as arthritis, digestive problems, or urinary tract infections may also cause a cat to avoid burying its waste, especially if it finds the act of digging painful or uncomfortable. In such cases, a veterinary examination may be necessary to rule out health problems. Outdoor and feral cats often show variations in burying behavior depending on their environment and social structure. A dominant feral cat in a colony may leave its feces exposed as a way to assert control over a specific area, while more submissive cats may continue to bury their waste to avoid conflict. The availability of loose soil, sand, or other suitable digging materials can also determine whether a cat buries its poop or leaves it exposed. Despite domestication, the instinct to bury waste remains strong in most cats, and it serves as an interesting example of how even house cats retain behaviors that have been passed down through thousands of years of evolution. Whether for survival, hygiene, or social hierarchy, this habit is a natural and deeply ingrained part of feline behavior. Understanding why cats engage in this action helps pet owners appreciate their cat's instincts and provides insight into how to maintain a comfortable and stress-free environment for their feline companions.